Hello, my shining stars. I'm Shanisha. This is my channel, Divinely Guided. And this is my first video I'm introducing to my audience. My channel is based off of getting in touch with your higher self and finding your spiritual path in life and what your purpose is. So I will be speaking about my experience on my spiritual journey to share with you guys, and hopefully it resonates with everyone. And I hope I can help you in any type of way through my journey and my experiences. I will be having you guys go along with me doing my vlogs about my spiritual journey. I'm just getting started. I've been on my spiritual journey for about a year now. I used to live in California, Riverside, and I moved to South Dakota, Rapid City, about a year ago, right after COVID hit. Before my awakening, I was going through a lot of problems, a lot of issues, and I didn't realize that I was going through a spiritual awakening at the moment. And it took for me to come all the way to another state for me to realize that I had a purpose. All my life, I knew I was different. I knew I was special, but I couldn't really put my hands on what it was about me that was so unique. I have a very magnetic personality. You know, I always make friends everywhere I go. I always had a leadership type of role in my life. Everybody usually like to come to me with, their problems or, their issues in life. And I was always the one to be there to, be a listening ear and to give advice. And it took for this situation in my life as this turn happened for me to realize that I have a special gift. My gift, I believe, is me being a healer and a teacher. That's why I decided to do a YouTube video, and I named it Divinely Guided, so that I can reach out to my audience and hopefully, reach out to people that resonate or that can relate to any of my experiences in life, so that it can help them find their spiritual journey and get in touch with their higher self. I started meditating once I came out here last year, June 2020. So it's been about a year since I've been here, a year and some change. And I have this creek down the street from my house. And I started going there and I started to meditate. And I would do it like every day. I would try to make it like a routine, a part of my routinely, things that I do on a daily basis. I would drop my kids off at school in the morning and I would go right up to the creek. I would sit there for about 30 minutes to an hour. I know it's kind of hard for people to get, silent and still for a certain amount of time, but even 10 minutes would, be great for you to start off, and then once you start getting in the groove of meditating, you can start making it a longer period for you to sit there in silence and sit with yourself. So I started doing that, and I noticed when I would go to the creek, I would always cry, like just for no reason. I never knew, like, why am I so emotional? But I've realized that I was going through a spiritual awakening and that I was going through my healing process. Because when you're going through an awakening, you do have to heal first before you can, move more up into your spirituality. You get more spiritual knowledge as far as your higher self and listening to your intuition and your discernment. And I noticed that more and more I went to the creek, that I was releasing a lot of trauma, childhood trauma, even adulthood trauma, like the things that I've been through in my life as far as being a child and growing up becoming an adult. And now I'm a mother. I have two children. I have a son and a daughter. And I don't know. It's just crazy how it happened. It's like my life changed drastically, and I'm so proud of myself. I used to think I knew who I was. I used to think that I loved myself, but I realized once I went through this process that I was lying to myself. Our subconscious mind seems to have us telling us lies, basically, and we start believing them, especially if you've been, traumatized as a child, being told that you'll be nothing and you will never go nowhere in life and you're just a mess up all your life and things of that nature. And that's something that I had experienced as a child, and it stuck with me as an adult. So it put me in fear to be my authentic self and to live my true purpose in life and to find myself. So now I'm just thankful that I was able to remove myself from a situation and environment. I even had to cut myself off from certain people, friends, family, lovers, whoever I was dealing with at the time. I had to release all of that in order to focus on myself, because with learning about your higher self, you have to be alone. It's something that you have to do on your own. You can't be surrounded with a lot of different energies and a lot of different people, because it affects that, and it's a distraction, So I've been in distraction mode all my life, and it took for me to come to South Dakota to really, isolate myself and detach myself from things, people, places, and things. Excuse me. So it's just like I'm just grateful for where I'm at in my life. I chose to start this channel to empower other people to be their best authentic self, to get in touch with their higher self, and to not be afraid of what people think or may say of you, because people are going to talk about you, whether if you're doing good or bad. So why not live your best life and be happy, And I've been in peace with myself internally, externally. I've worked on myself for the last year. And the thing about spirituality, it never ends. It's like a never ending story. You just, incline more and more spiritually with your knowledge, with your intuition. It's very important to work on your shadow self. Everybody has a shadow self, a shadow side. And it's very important to work on that part before you get into your spiritual awakening, because you have to face all the traumas and heal, and you have to forgive and go through that whole process before you can even incline in that. And I did that, and it was painful. It's not easy, but it's worth it. It's worth it. You just got to be ready to do it. Some people are not ready to change, and some people are not ready to be awoke to the truth and who they are, and I feel like it was my time. I'm 35 now. It's crazy. It took me 35 years to figure out who I truly am and my true purpose in life, because I never knew what my purpose was in life. I used to ask myself, why am I here? I don't want to be here. I don't have no reason to live. I don't have, but now that I'm going through my spiritual awakening for the last year, I've finally figured out that everybody, not just me, but everybody in this world have a purpose. Everybody has a reason that they're here. You just have to find that. And by doing that, you have to work on yourself. You have to have self-love, self-care. I've never learned that. I've always been a person to help, give. I would put all my things aside for other people, because I'm a very caring, I'm a very giving person. I can't help who I am. I'm a Pisces, so I'm very intuitive. I'm very empathic, and empathetic for people's feelings. I just feel a lot. I can feel energies. It's crazy, and I feel like that's another gift of mine that Source have given me, is to be able to feel. Sometimes it can get a little crazy. So that's why I like to be by myself for the most part, because I don't like to feel so many different energies around me. And that's another thing I had to learn, to protect your energy. It's very important to protect your energy. if you don't, it can really, be a cause and effect type of thing. And it's very important to keep your aura, cleansed and protected. But like I was saying, like meditation has changed my life. It's made me a better person. I understand myself a lot more. I know who I am. Like, it's crazy. And I also do yoga now too. So I've been doing a lot of spiritual things on this journey. I've never thought I was gonna be doing yoga. I mean, I used to work out and go to the gym, prior, but now I actually go to yoga, and it's very good for the mind, body, and spirit. And that's another way of meditation. If you don't want to sit in still and quietness, you can also go to yoga and, get in tune with your higher self that way also. And journaling, I like to journal. Journaling is another way of, getting in tune with your higher self, writing down your thoughts, because we all have negative thoughts. Sometimes it's hard to get those thoughts out of your head. It's hard to think positive, even when you're going through, things at the time that you feel are really affecting your life. You tend to think negative. So I learned to write down my thoughts, on a piece of paper, just dump it all on there so that it won't wander in my head. Because I'm a very overthinker. I like to think. I think 10 steps ahead. Sometimes I overthink, instead of just living in the moment and just enjoying the moment for that time and just being patient. I tend to just be all over the place, and it can get you a little, a little crazy in the head. But it's good to just write it down and get all your thoughts on a piece of paper. And you can even go back later and read it, and see where you were at that moment and how you overcame that situation at that time. And it helps a lot. So I recommend journaling, meditation, yoga, just sitting to yourself, just being by yourself, even just going out, going to get ice cream, or going for a walk in nature, or having lunch with yourself. It's something that I feel like a lot of people tend not to do a lot in life, because we all feel like we need somebody, or we need to be around people to make ourselves feel, complete. But in reality, you don't need nobody. You need just yourself. And I've learned that too along my journey, just knowing that I can do anything I want to do all by myself. I have figured out that my life path is one, and one is a number that stands alone. Unlike other numbers, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth. But I read up on my life path. You guys can look that up and see what your life path is, to see what your purpose is in life. I'm a leader. Life path 1 is a leader. They stand alone. We go through a lot of things in life in order for us to be who we are. Like, I never understood why things would happen to me all the time. I'm like, why why am I always going through things? And I would hear other people's stories, and their stories they just seem like they're just living life, being happy. And I'm like, why is my life like this? But now that I'm where I'm at today, I've realized I had to go through all of those experiences and know how it feels to be at your lowest, because you have to be at your lowest in order to be at your highest. It's just, you must, what goes up must come down type of thing. You have to be willing to be at your lowest point. And I've been through that. And at times I wanted to give up. I didn't want to live. I didn't want to be here, which was very selfish of me, because I do have 2 kids, and I had to wake up. I had to shed my demons. I had to see that whatever is in the dark, there's light. We are all light beings. I've learned that all of my experiences built me into who I am today, and I'm grateful for them. You just got to be thankful for the experiences, whether they're bad or good, because that's what builds you up. That's what makes you who you are. You have to go through things in order to grow, and it's just so thankful that I am who I am. We're all queens, kings, gods, and goddesses, and We need to love ourselves in order to love others. You know, self-love is so important. I was always looking for love in all the wrong places as I was growing up. But I finally learned to love myself for once. I finally got peace. You know, I have serenity. I just feel so good inside out. I've never felt the way I am. Even my skin is clearing up. You know, I'm getting more rest. I'm drinking a lot of water. I'm trying to change the way I eat. I even stopped eating certain type of like red meats and stuff because I've learned on your spiritual journey. Technically, I mean, I don't knock nobody if you choose to eat meat, but I've learned on my spiritual journey that it's not good to really eat meat, you know. So I've been trying to do plant-based meat, you know, more vegetables, fruits, you know, things of that nature. And I just noticed the change in my body, not just my body, but my mental, you know, my spirit, like it's just changed completely. Like I'm like a whole new rebirth person, like I reborn again or something of that nature. You know, I just love who I am. And I just want to let you guys know that you can also do the same thing in life. Life is hard, but once you figure out who you are and your purpose and you get in tune with your higher self, that's the best thing in life. You won't feel lost anymore. Because I can honestly say I was a lost soul at one point. I was very lost. I didn't know what I was doing, where I was going. I had to keep pushing through. And if I didn't push through, I would not be where I'm at today, you know. So I'm so thankful and grateful for my life. My dad, he's one of my mentors. He's been mentoring me along my journey, and that's been a blessing. If you can find you a mentor or someone to help you spiritually on your journey, that will be a great thing also. His fiance D'Angela also helps me. She's been helping me create this vision I have, which is Divinely Guided, that I'm presenting to you guys today. This is my first vlog. I'm a little nervous. Along the way, I will be talking about more stuff that you can get in tune with and start to figure out where you're at in your life, and if you can relate to anything that I'm talking about to help you on your journey and to get in touch with your higher self. So I know I didn't say I was all over the place. You know, this is my first video. I'm nervous. So the next videos will be a lot more better. I'll be more, you know, in tune of what I'm saying. I won't be all over the place. But I hope you guys like this channel. You know, subscribe. You know, share. Comment even if you like. And I also will be having a Cash App in my description box. If you guys like to support the channel, I would appreciate that. But I just want to give you more insight of what divinely guided means. Because I always say we're all connected to the divine spirit. We are all one. People don't realize that love overpowers everything. Love is the strongest energy in the world. You know, fear, hate, jealousy, it's just a low vibrational type of energy. It's very good to keep your vibrations high, your energy high. Stay around people that are like-minded like you. I noticed that I met new people when I released people out of my life. Doors open for new people to come in my life. I was scared to lose people because I didn't like to be alone, but I realized that I'm not losing anybody. Actually gaining. We always think that the world is out to get us, but not. In reality, the universe is always working in our favor. It's always working for our best, highest good. And you want to also keep those type of people around you in your energy. And I just want to say that I thank everybody for tuning in and watching this video. I'm going to go try to upload as much as I can. I'm very new to YouTube, very new to, you know, recording myself. So you guys got to be patient with me and give me time. But I wanted to just say before I go what Divinely Guided is, so you guys can get a more better understanding of my channel and why I'm doing it. So Divinely Guided means Divine guidance comes from our divine self, our higher self, to live a divinely guided self. I'm sorry, you guys. Give me a minute. I'm a little nervous. Let me say that again. Divinely guided means divine guidance comes from our own divine self. Our higher self, to live a divinely guided life means allowing our physical lifetime to become an authentic expression of our own divinity. This guidance is available to everyone at all times, and living a divinely guided life means putting our higher self in charge. So that's basically what this channel is going to be about. Getting in touch with your higher self, getting in tune with who you truly are, being your true self, not caring what other people think or may say about you, because people are going to look at you different once you start finding yourself and saying you changed and you this and you that. But hey, that's life. People are going to downgrade you. People are going to lift you up. But as long as you stand in your truth and you know who you are, stand in your power, it really doesn't matter. It took me a while to get on this camera and be my authentic self, because I was afraid at one point of what people might think or say about me. But I built up my courage and my power and my strength. And I realized that I don't care what other people may think or say about me, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. As long as I'm happy within myself, I'm happy with the process, and I'm living my true purpose, I'm where I need to be. You know, everybody needs to find their own path. Everybody has their own path and their journey on where they're going. Where you might go, I might not be going. Vice versa. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's okay. But it's a very important thing to get into with your higher self. We are all connected to source. We've always been connected. It's very important to not forget that. And whenever you're feeling lost or whenever you're feeling down, just, get in tune with quiet stillness and listen to your intuition and get in touch with your higher self. And you will get all of the downloads that you need. Even when you got questions and you need answers to things and you need clarity, you need to reflect. That's another way of doing it. That's why I love meditation so much, because it really helps me. Sometimes I get confused on my path and I think I'm going the wrong way or I'm not doing the right thing. I get discouraged. I'm not perfect. Nobody is. But the whole thing about it is that I don't give up on myself, and I continue to stay in tune with my higher self to get the downloads, to get the information, to get the clarity, to get the answers. And sometimes we might ask for answers and we might not get it right away. But in due time, when it's ready and it's time for that, you will get it. But that's why patience is very important. You must be patient. Not only just with yourself, but with others and the process that you're going through. You have to be patient. And I've learned that, and I've noticed that I just go with the flow and let things unfold the way they're supposed to. And at the end of the day, it ended up turning out how I expected or even better. So just, try to be positive, keep your vibrations up, stay around good energy, remove any negative things people place out your life. Keep your aura protected, your mind, your body, keep your body, nurtured and working out, whatever it is that you like to do. Because I love yoga. I'm gonna tell you, I just came from yoga class. This is why I'm wearing this and stuff, because I just came from yoga class and I feel great. It helps me, empowers me to start my day, to just just start it off right and be positive and be happy. Smile at somebody today. Say hi, how are you, how's your day? Just bring out good energy to the world, and see how it will reciprocate back to you, because what you put out is what you get back, and you have to be very mindful of that. I love who I am. I love my life. I love my beautiful children. I just love who I'm becoming, and I can truly honestly say that and mean that from the bottom of my heart. And I hope this video helped you guys, and I will be uploading more videos for you guys soon. And thank you for watching my channel, Divinely Guided. This is amazing. Like, I'm actually doing what I've been planning on doing for some months now. I'm so proud of myself. It took me a lot of courage to get on this camera and speak to you guys. But yeah, I feel relieved, and I thank you so much. And I will see you guys soon. And thank you. Bye. Shining stars.